Women working in Nigeria's informal sector are everyday victims of multiple taxation, illegal levies, extortion, and human rights abuses carried out by market authorities, sometimes with support from state agents. Every year, the women lose billions of naira and irreplaceable human dignity. In the struggle to live above $1 a day, they face threats, violence, and victimization. Beginning the day 5 o'clock in the morning may be too early for most office workers. But that wee hour is already too late for most of the millions of women working in Nigeria's informal sector. It is a race against time, a determination to squeeze more hours out of the day. It means more profits for some. For others, it is simply a struggle to live above $1 a day if the taxman permits. Onitsha is the commercial nerve center of Anambra State and home to major markets such as Main Market, Ochanja, Osokwodu, Fege, Bright Street, and Headbridge Market. Because merchants come from Cameroon, Niger Republic, and the ECOWAS sub-region to buy goods, Onitsha is referred to as the commercial capital of West Africa. The Ose Fish Market in Onitsha is popular for its spectacle and for the thousands of people that come in daily from far and near. Nigeria spends about 125.38 billion naira annually on fish imports. In this market, virtually all the fish sellers are women. However, the fishes belong to men to whom the women must give account.
You know, when the men travel, when they bring it down, then drop to the women will sell it here. That is the condition of the fish. The woman is not traveling, but those men will travel and bring it down here and give it to the women. Then the women will sell and take their little commission.
Ironically, it is not the big fish merchants or importers that pay heavy tax. Rather, the women retailers with small profits that face the big problem of multiple taxation and illegal levies, a problem that has cost millions of women working in Nigeria's informal sector sleepless nights.
Some give receipts, some don't give receipts. And they must pay. If you don't pay, they beat you off. If you don't pay, they kick you very well. Before they arrive to you, you bring the money out. You don't need to ask about receipts. Just to stay quiet and pay your money. And then thank you, sir.
It is 6:30 a.m. in this part of Ose Market. These women are returning from bush farms to which they must set out as early as 4 a.m. if they intend to find fresh vegetables to buy. Some must carry their babies along in the effort to cross the poverty line. No load is too heavy to carry. No item too petty to trade in, so long as the proceed can help to feed, if only one little mouth. Because most people here rely on daily sales before they can feed, they must not be deterred by the rain. In their kind of business, it is swim or sink. The rain may not come every day. Buyers may not come every day. But there are men who never fail to come every day. Tax and levy collectors. They are foot soldiers masquerading as agents of government. they go about terrorizing petty traders and small business owners. Women are the most vulnerable. From sunrise to sunset, tax and levy collectors in their numbers pay unannounced visit to these market women. They could make over a dozen appearances in one day. Each time they turn up, they expect cash to be ready. This they can choose to collect in a nice way, sometimes in nasty ways.
There are about 5 groups. Over the Nana 50, over Nana 20, over Nana 100 naira. Na meroda. I got force. Who came to the Mama, I get believe in it, maybe send that, maybe see the garbage season or Nani, him after the other. I will keep back it up, believe and now, bully up. I would equal if I got never Nani, maybe.
The taxes and levies are never receipted. The huge collections, billions of naira, go into private pockets. They demand such levies as marching ground, which every trader must pay in the morning before they can display their wares, security levy, development levy, chairman's breakfast levy, sanitation levy, even when they have no business with refuse collection, and Ompa levy, another name for money for beer. The list is endless. A trader may end up paying more than 8 different levies in one day. Any resistance from the market women results in seizure of wares. Even hairdressers must pay money if they must do their work without headache. In addition to all these, the trader must pay rents and official multiple taxes to the state, local government council, and the market leadership. Aba, the commercial capital of Abia State, has 16 markets. The Ariaria International Market is the largest. It is divided into 85 zones, with each zone subdivided into lines. Ariaria is the biggest cash cow for the state and the Aba South local government. It is even more so for the legion of levy collectors and their collaborators in government. Billions of naira are collected every year in taxes and levies. However, the taxpayers have nothing to show for the huge taxes they pay. Like the entire Aba city, Ariaria is in a state of decay. It has neither amenities nor good infrastructure. The roads leading into the market and those within are in a sorry state. Drainages are clogged with refuse. Whenever it rains, flood water takes over shops, destroying wares. Traders and buyers alike must wade through dirty waters and fields. Everyone must watch out for snakes, just as everyone must be armed with rain boots. To earn a living, these taxpayers must dare cholera epidemic as they sit overwhelmed by stench from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. every day. Aside paying 300,000 naira to get a shop, traders also pay their income tax. In addition, they must pay 3,600 naira a year for what is called market tax, sanitation levy of 1,200 naira a year, environmental levy of 1,600 naira a year, refuse levy of 1,000 naira every 6 months, infrastructure levy of 2,000 naira, development levy 3,600, and 2 different security levies of 1,500 naira and 800 naira respectively. For any default, the levy is doubled and the trader's shop sealed by a market tax force. About 1 million people, including traders, transporters, laborers, dressmakers, suit designers, and shoemakers, do business in Ariaria. In the past, business people from neighboring Akwa Ibom, Imo, and Rivers states, and from Cameroon, Niger, and Gabon thronged the market. Today, they avoid Ariaria like a plague. This bank is long closed down, its building abandoned. Same for this school that used to have over 120 pupils. Those still doing business in Ariaria or merely passing by do so while cursing under their breath. Unwilling to be identified, this former trader fled Ariaria after harassments from levy collectors almost cost him his life. He talks about the mafia-like structure of the Ariaria Market Union, whose executives are unofficially appointed by the state government.
Being the chairman of IMATA, I mean Ariaria International Market Traders Association. The chairman, everybody will want to smell that seat even if it's for a week, because the amount of money that you will make out, they are building very good houses, living very good lives and spending so much. Anybody can just come into that line, into that seat, and will want to remain there. If by any means you become disobedient in one way or the other to the administration that appointed you there, you are removed.
The tax regime in Ariaria is replicated in the 15 other markets. Traders and residents pay about 22 taxes and levies, yet Aba, also called Enyimba City, is fast turning into a big junkyard. Hygiene is not a big deal in this city. Residents live next door to epidemics. Human dignity means nothing anymore here. The United Nations Environmental Program, UNED, recommends that, quote, the overall human settlement objective is to improve the social, economic, and environmental quality of human settlement and the living and working environments of all people, particularly the urban and rural poor. Taxpayers in Aba have complained and cried themselves hoarse. Nobody seems to be listening. Each new day brings a new irony. With no pipe-borne water provided by government, most homes and business premises must sink their own boreholes. Ironically, they must pay what is called borehole levy. The Mossack Fonseca tax haven scandal, better known as leaked Panama Papers, exposed worldwide how the rich hide under their assets in offshore territories to avoid paying tax in their home countries. Nigerian investigative journalist Emmanuel Mayer obtained access to over 11 million of the leaked documents. His numerous reports detailed the layers of secrecy employed by the rich in Nigeria to perpetrate tax injustice and widen the inequality gap. But while some of the rich pay little or no tax, small businesses and poor citizens of Nigeria are weighed down by multiple taxation. 35-year-old widow Onyinyechi Obi fled the Boko Haram insurgency in the north of Nigeria. Now trying to pick up the pieces of her life in Onitsha, she faces a new type of fear and tyranny. She too must share a meager earning with a horde of tax and levy collectors.
I'm 5 years ago. I don't easy. I don't fair cha. No, I reason the madam Gani Maya, Habuya Maya, Lele Chankwa. I can say a message. When I was home in school, when I could go, a bim Diana, a bim Nasoquire. I know why you go, and my cool boy bem Nazo, and I made road that 7, and I'm a cool. Ndị na-abịa na gasị anyị ego 2020 naira dịka tapu Monday anyị na-akwụcha ihe dịka 180 ụbọchị anyị ga-abịa kwụ 160 every day ụbọchị ọbụla ha na-abịa na anyị ego anyị kwụchakwa ya kwụ ụgwọ ebe anyị kpọsara ahịa ihe na-akwụ ebe a bụ ihe na-akwụ ebe a 2007 na month anyị na-akwụ ebe a ụbọchị ọbụla ndị na-anazi ego na-abịa na anyị ego 2020 naira ụbọchị anyị ga-abịa ha ga-erucha 9 ụbọchị anyị ga-abịa ha ga-8 ọ ka ha si akwụ ụbọchị ọbụla magoro ụfọdụ ịpụta ịjụba ha ihe ọmụ ikwere enye ha ego ha eburu ahịa gị kama ha ga-eburu ahịa gị ga-emebi ha ga-eburu ahịa m ga-emebi mụ enye ha ego adị ịmara ume enwere ike iji eke nara ha anụsa gị ọgụ so ha bịazie mụ enye ha ego ha etinye gị ego mana ndị nọ na ya ha ndị ezigbo mmadụ so since adị m ji wee nwụọ ha sị nkwụba ego na nna-akwụ etira m ego na-akwụ 25.
Like their helpless mothers, children are also directly affected by the violent menace of tax collectors. This newspaper report on Onitsha details how levy collectors chased a school bus into a ditch, putting the life of school children at risk. Women traders traveling in lorries to long-distant markets to buy or sell yams, tomatoes, gari or other food items complain of routine harassment and extortion on the highways by law enforcement agents who obviously see honest work as a crime. At wheel, vehicles with goods are impounded and payments demanded. In November 1929, a rebellion by market women in southeastern Nigeria over taxation resulted in what is named in British colonial records as the Aba Women Riot. Thousands of angry women revolted against tax policies imposed by colonial administrators. The women attacked and set ablaze native courts run by colonial officials. They attacked the Barclays Bank, European-owned stores and prisons. About 50 women were shot dead in the uprising by colonial police. At the end, the colonial authorities were forced to drop plans to impose tax on market women. Most of the women that participated in the Aba Women Riot traded in palm oil and kernels. Madam Obegeli Ezanya from Ititi village, Ibuku, is one of the Igbo women whose mothers experienced the tax revolt in 1929. 86 years later, Obegeli, though proud to be in the palm oil business, is facing even worse tax conditions than those experienced by her mother.
And the yana kerukwa imeketa. Makana hiya na hona nkwu Igbo keta, ọ na-adụ too much. Ụmụ nwoke ibiri taba ede afọ maka afọ do na ihe ahiri nne. Anyị tawa afọ a tachachacha ka anyị buruzie pụọ na nkwu Igbo ka ama na anyị na-eleta ego were rie